Hi and welcome to episode 29 of my Witcher 3 playthrough. In the previous episode we finally headed to Skellige. The waters surrounding the Skellige Isles are heavily defended from any foreign ships unless authorised, and most captains won't even take a journey near there, even for a large payment. Unfortunately, on the way we were attacked by pirates and ended up hitting some rocks and being washed ashore. We then spoke with the local, who informed us that most likely Yennefer was in Kaer, Trolde. We headed to the port of Kaer Trolde and arrived during the funeral of King Bran. Traditionally, the wife of the king would also cast herself on her husband's funeral pyre. However, in this case, another woman had stepped forward to be burned alive with the body of the king. I got the impression that the younger woman might have been the king's mistress. After the funeral, Crack invited us to the wake. Yennefer had prepared some clothes for us to wear. We were to head to the inn near the port to collect them and then meet her at the entrance of the feast hall. Before heading there, we decided to take on the first competitive Volgard for the champion of Skellige.
Got me eye on you.
Okay. Catch up to Yennefer. There she is.
Lady Yennefer. Sir.
Greetings, Arnvald. My companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored.
Nice to meet you too. Quite a few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Croc on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious Witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Hjalmar and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue Boy Lugas, Madman Lugas' firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Otric on Hindar.
Forgive me. I remember our meeting all those years ago, but I don't recall your name.
Ceres on Crate, Crack her da, and her big brother Hjalmar called a Sparrowhawk. A Jarl's daughter she is. Fat lot of good it does her.
Ceres is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke to Crack about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating, but I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
Sure.
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go!
So the Skellige people, they're sort of,
We're here.
it seems like a mixture of
From this
Scottish
spot,
and
you must
Irish.
reach the top of that mount. At the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Hjalmar's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn.
Okay.
We put some coin on it, Lugos. Absolute dog shite idea.
We gotta run up, do we? This seems quite easy.
I won, but only by a hair.
No such thing. There's winning and there's losing, and I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's. See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
I lost.
Lost to a witcher, Sparrowhawk. That'd likely happen to any of us. Enough of the nattering, let's drink.
To Ceres.
Pass the mead and a tankard for the man.
To Bran. May he want for nothing in the world beyond.
To my beautiful companion.
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed.
Geralt seems to be laying it on a bit thick
You shall learn
with
all
Yennefer.
beyond that door.
It's almost like the people who made the game want you to create conflict between Yennefer and Triss. Oh, I'm gonna follow Yennefer to it.
Shame. Why would I?
The Queen should join her strength. Slay more you say in the decent way.
The gods are not mad. Our isles are in for hard times.
You're not the tale. That's there's something that they can't. Tell me, Lugos.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. Geralt, Jarl Donar and Hinder, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Lovely.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Oof.
Thought Skelliger's called a truce for feasts.
I know the hallowed customs, but Lugos ought to know that I'll not let him raid my Hindisfial bear.
You don't scare anyone, Donar. I'll be boy soon to plough your priestesses, drink from your tankard, and shit on your table. Be sure to leave a candle lit for me.
Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit.
Let him sail over here. We ain't afraid of the Black Ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouty, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Calm down, Lugos.
No wench will teach me how to fight.
That was not my intention. Come, Geralt. I believe this discussion's run its course.
Yes, that's right. Yes, yes. Come on, boys, out the way. Coming through.
I must leave you behind. You might think me unkind.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Urboros. We'll need it. Come, Geralt.
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
What did we do there? Oh. What do we got? Might as well start looting. Okay, well, alcohol. More alcohol. More alcohol water. Steel plates, possibly handy. Ballads and hymns, we've read that. Okay. Oh no, I picked up another book. Oops. No. Ah, don't need that. Where's that book? We're going to drop one of those. Thank you. Picked up extra books here as well. I'll be careful of doing that from now on. I'll take the egg. We don't want the book. I'll take that. I'll take those. Powdered pearl. It's the book. Yep, looks good.
Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
That was close.
Is that a doorway, is it? It's locked.
This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Oh no, I've taken another book. Yep. And we'll save that point. Now we go through this. No, she just goes straight through. I thought it was
Seen
locked.
uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic.
Hey! What the hell? Why couldn't she port us across there? Okay, we can just walk straight in. Oh, watch out. There's a lot of alcohol. What's this place? It's locked. Okay. What's going on here?
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a Kaer must be a real nature
Please.
lover.
100 loose an arrow if he saw that in the woods.
Looks alive.
Hmm. Okay.
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
Doesn't seem to be anything else there.
Are you all right?
Cut myself.
The door's locked. The animals, they're alive. Yen, watch out.
Monsters. Can feel them coming closer. They're everywhere.
One less.
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here.
To my mind,
Oh, oh, oh. That's pretty out. Oh, another one.
That's one less.
I'll put on my clothes. I can. Here we go. Interesting. Oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open. Let's go inside, Geralt.
I don't know what the deal with that was.
I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Haven't read that book before.
Ah, our dear druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Ouroboros must be here.
Ermin's
Letter bearing
correspondence.
Ermine's seal.
Wondrous
to the
world of
druids.
insectoids.
Warns them about you.
Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlove. A biography enhanced.
Brother Druids, be forewarned that a sorceress has arrived in Ardskellig. Her name is Yennefer and she hails from Vengerberg. I know you are immune to feminine wiles and will not let a well-draped skirt muddle your reasoning. Nevertheless, I warn you not to be taken in by her intelligence and refinement. I know who Yennefer is. I do not, however, know the true goal of her stay in Skellige. I see no point in asking her this question directly, for Yennefer is known for her cunning and eloquence. She says not what she thinks, but what she wishes you to hear. You must remember this is no second-rate sorceress. This is a person who breaks bread with the rulers of the North, and who most recently has been working with the Guardian Emperor himself. Familiar with the courts of the world over, she possesses an ability to manipulate that even the wiliest diplomat would envy. Yennefer has displayed an unhealthy interest in the site of the cataclysm we are striving to study. I have not given her permission to go near it, but I caution you to keep your eyes and ears open at all time. The sorceress from Vengerberg is a stubborn and effective manipulator. I know that in her past and Crack's paths crossed, I suspect that she will wish to use this old friendship for some ulterior purpose. What that is exactly, I will try to determine. Once I do, I will inform you in a separate letter. May the power be with you, brothers. Hermione. Okay. I think we've already read this stuff, haven't we? Algar hid further improvements to the equipment used by the School of the Wolf in various regions of Skellige Isles. He put some in the wooden fort in southern Ardskellig, another set he hid in the ruins in the western portion of Hindisfal. A third stash was hidden in the burial mounds found in west of Ardskellig. Okay, so we're wooden forts in southern Ardskellig, western portion of Hindisfal, in some ruins, and some burial mounds in the west. So South Skellig, Ardskellig, West Ardskellig, and western Hindisfal. Ibrahim Savi's first map. After the discovery of marks relating to the Bear School of Witches in the ruins of Castle Tursek, Professor Atomstein sent me to prepare a map similar to the one prepared by A. Kermith, indicating the various locations in the archipelago where these symbols occur. Professor Atomstein was, of course, correct in his suspicions. I quickly found such locations and have marked them on the map. Ibrahim Savi. Okay, we've got the fourth map. The map is damaged and covered in blood, hard to decipher which locations are marked, and only a portion of the text is legible. In the ruins of Castle Tursek, that is where we made our first findings. I shall be safe there. This portion covered in blood, Ibrahim Savi. Following Professor Atomstein's instruction, I am studying remnants of the presence of witches from the Bear School. I have discovered more and more locations marked with the bear symbol. Naturally, I've marked each on this map. I've noticed something disturbing for some time. A certain strange gentleman appears to have been following me. He stays at the same inns and roadhouses as I, sticking close to me like a shadow. I've decided to return at once to the place where I began my research, namely the ruins of Castle Tursek, to meet with other members of the expedition. Ibrahim Savi. And we have third map. I'm charting a direct course for the spot where we commenced our study, the ruins of Castle Tursek. As I travel, I have been marking the additional locations with the bear symbol, which I've discovered. Written in an unsteady hand, he's still following me. Ibrahim Savi. Notes on parchment by Hieronymus on Algar the Witcher. Some of the improvements to the Witcher's School of Wolf gear are hidden in Skellige Isles. Algar left them in the central part of Ardskellig and in the ruins of two watchtowers, one in Undvik and one on Spikerug. He wanted them to be available for witches who need them and are clever enough to find them. The poison source. No one is born a mage. We still know little about genetics and the mechanisms of heredity. We devote too little time and resources to this research. Sadly, we still conduct trials in the inheritance of magic ability using, let us say, natural methods. The results of these pseudo-experiments far too often can be seen in the gutters of our cities and begging outside our temple walls. Far too often we see and encounter brain-dead and moronic women covered in their own spittle and passing themselves as prophetesses, seers, village diviners and miracle workers, cretins with brains degenerating from the uncontrolled power they inherited. These simpletons and fools can themselves breed, can pass on their abilities and continue the degeneration. Is anyone capable of foreseeing or defining what the last link in such a chain would look like? Most of us mages lose the ability to procreate as a result of changes and disruptions to the functioning of our pituitary glands. Others, sorceresses, most often mature into their magic powers with gonads intact. They can conceive and give birth, and have the audacity to consider that good fortune a blessing. Yet I repeat, no one is born a mage, and no one should be. Aware of the gravity of what I write, I provide an answer to the question posed at the summit of Sidaris. I answer with every certitude. Each of us must decide what she wants to be, a sorceress or a mother. The wonders of Zercania. During my many travels, I've seen countless extraordinary places. The primeval wilds of Broccolid, with trees so high their tips disappear in the clouds. Dwarven chambers carved into the guts of the Mahakaman mountains, with walls plated in pure gold, the ice palace of Pont Vanis, adorned with stained frost windows, yet none of these made such an impression on me as did the rightly famed Zerrikania. Yet, while I was traversing with the fiery mountains, I feared disappointment awaited me on the other side. I had heard many a fantastic tale about Zerrikania, about its trackless sands, burnt white by the sun, its golden-scaled dragons, weaving their nests amidst the dunes, its hunchbacked horses able to survive weeks without even a swallow of water, yet none seemed to me at all plausible. I was sure all these sensations were but the figments of some bard's overactive imagination. I know this will be as hard for you to believe, dear reader, as it once was for me, but all of the unbelievable tales are true. Not only that, during my many months of travel, I came across wonders far surpassing those any prior travelogues mentioned. I saw temples dedicated to the worship of dragons. I heard their voice, almost human, by reverberating with 1,000 echoes. I met warrior maids clad in leopard skins, tattooed from head to foot, and giving no ground to witches in mastery of the blade. I saw mages who channeled power from the fire. I saw seemingly harmless flies, whose solitary bite would make a man fall into a deep slumber, never to awake save to die. In short, Zerrikania is a land where the fantastic is normal, and the impossible occurs daily. Okay. Bear School. What do we got here? Tales of the Wild Hunt.
Skellige's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
Dwarven triple mead.
Okay, Tales of the Wild Hunt. The island folk of Skellige, like many nations of the north, hold a series of beliefs about the wild hunt as recorded in legends, myths, and fables. This horrifying phenomenon is said to herald the coming of war and misfortune. Characteristic of their tales and distinguishing them for their continental versions is that the islanders imagine the wild hunt not as a cavalcade of wraiths galloping across the night sky, but as a ghostly longship, the vessel called the Naglfar. It's said to be built of the claws of dead men. For this very reason, superstitious Skelligers remove the nails of their dead, expressly to prevent them from being used to fortify this ghastly ship. In many legends, the Naglfar sails out of Morhog, the land of chaos.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Ermien's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
A sword and a stone. Thing's begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Okay.
A goat carved out of linden wood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist.
Anything else? Corpse of Novigrad.
Goes in for light reading too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
The Corpse of Novigrad. Alexander Ho walked down the long corridor, delighted with that the sounds of debauchery pouring out of the rooms drowned out of the sound of his footsteps. The long-neglected brothel floor creaked and moaned as though the wood regretted being witness to the lecherous scenes fed to it by the House of Ill, repute standing in a very centre of the pride of the northern cities. Ho had been generously remunerated for this visit by the wife of the silk merchant. She had long suspected her husband of dabbling with loose women during his working hours. The case had seemed simple enough, banal even. A cheating husband, how many similar affairs had he unravelled? The worst was that his employees never truly wanted him to bring irrefutable proof to their husband's guilt. On the contrary, in their heart of hearts, they always hoped his investigation would prove their husband's model citizens, and their suspicions wholly unfounded. This time it truly did turn out that the woman's husband was no whoremonger, despite the fact that his trail led Alexander to a place in which freshly pleasures were bought and sold. The door in front of which he stopped, following the instructions he had received from the gnome at the entrance, had a small plaque with the number 16 on it. Unlike the other rooms, this was enveloped in an unsettling calm. Ho turned the doorknob and pushed the door open, and what he saw behind it far exceeded his worst expectations. Okay. What's this?
Seems Ermion has real tobacco brought in.
Real tobacco.
A child's skull. Look at this. A detailed map of the Northern Kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
Look at this. A detailed map of the Northern Kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand.
The skull.
So, statue, how about a skull? Guess you're no indecisive prince. What do you say we give it a pine cone? Nothing.
Mug of mead.
How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I have a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
Alright. Don't think we missed anything, do we? Oh, we got a book here. The White Frost.
Geralt, come here. I found the mask.
One can hear Ithleen's prophecy whispered at every market, garbled and reused by every village witch, delved into any treatise, touching on sooths and diviners, and in general saturating our common culture. We all know that the time of the wolf's blizzard approaches, the time of the white frost, and that the world will perish amidst ice. But few truly understand the meaning of these words. The self-proclaimed prophets who shout out Ithleen's words mistake stars reflected in a steel pond for the sky. For the white frost is no legend or mythical apocalypse. It is a natural phenomenon that can be described in the dry yet precise language of scholarship. The renowned scholar of Thorn studies have clearly shown that our world is not the centre of the universe, but one of the 1,000 such globes spinning in the endless darkness of space. This space is usually described as a vacuum, yet to do so is grossly misleading for through this vacuum swims invisible to the naked eye the white frost. We do not know exactly what the white frost is, perhaps a microscopic dust that blocks the incoming light of the sun, perhaps infinitesimal particles of the sort postulated by Democritus of Banard, and the unusual property of sucking up warmth as a sponge does water. We know for a certainty, however, that thanks to the telescopic observations of elven astronomers, the white frost, whatever it is, has already destroyed a great many worlds. The star systems in which it appears perish into lifeless hunks of ice over the course of a few decades. Furthermore, each scholar has agreed that the white frost will one day come to our world, Ithleen's prophecy, though based on magic intuition and not scientific observation, thus appears to foretell the truth. Many mages are skeptical about these presented here. I recommend they carry out the same experiment I've conducted in my own laboratory. Using the spell porter's asteroom, open a microscopic portal for 3.5 seconds to the coordinates 03, 31, 48, 90, 89, 27, 09, 34. Yet before you do, dress in the warmest furs and ready an axe for breaking through thick ice. Okay. Save that. Aha.
This is it. We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before...
Oh, what do we got here? Okay. Let's have a look. Earth Elemental. Dimeridium Bomb. What do we have? Superior and Northern Wind. So we just use that.
We're imprisoned.
Don't move away from this. I'm gonna put my shield up.
Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
We escape.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight.
Not gonna kiss her. I've decided Trish is gonna be my love interest, and Yennefer is not.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you, and we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth. My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will. May the best man or woman win. What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Magic anomaly on Ord Skellig somehow related to Ciri, or so Yennefer believes.
It's my strong suspicion, but I can only know for certain by examining the site.
I saw the twisted forms. Right unnatural. The druids were barely able to contain it. Explain to me, Yennefer, how Ciri might have caused this great catastrophe.
I'm intent on learning that very thing. Which I will do as soon as Ermion stops hindering my investigation.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Wondering if I should talk to Ermion.
Leave that to me. Go. Seek and find your Cirilla. If any ill befell her here, on Ard Skellig on my watch, I'd never forgive myself.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Unfold. Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye. Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ard Skellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It is true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Seems quite devious.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Ilf Guardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.
Okay. We have 6 points available. Unfortunately, we need some more. We need 7 and we need greater reds. And we don't have any greater reds, which I think they only drop from specific types of mobs. We're using delusion in this spot, probably because we don't need to have this one here. We've got deadly precision, and I think we've got this one here. Critical damage is increased by 100%. Maximum vitality, strong attack damage, increase maximum toxicity. Yep. Okay. Lots of new quests. So let's have a quick look what's close by. We've got Ask Around Newport, in about Undvik, talk to witnesses of the Drowner's attacks, that's for a contract, and another one. We've got them, so we can try them. We've also got location or artifact that has not yet been discovered. So that's close by. Maybe we can try and get there before we head off. We've got an inn down here. Undiscovered locations. That's where the bear school. I'm hoping that's where the Ursine armor will come. It's all bear school stuff. Look for thieves' camp near the obelisk, the family blade. Scavenger hunt, scavenger hunt. Oh, Gwent. Echoes of the past. Meet Yennefer at the site. Okay, I see. Talk to Sven about the contract on the Woodland Spirit. These are Griffin, Wolf, Griffin. I think the bear, I'm hoping that's Cat School. Bear School, Griffin. Bear should be Ursine, I believe. Black Pearl, that's where we need to meet Nidus. Okay, that's Fist of Fury Skellige, that's Grim, that's our next target. Wolf School, Griffin, Bear School, Wolf School. We have some notice boards. And we have some Griffin, and what else we have? Bear School as well. So lots to do here. Then we've got Wolf School. That's where when his son is gone. That's where the blacksmith tools are. Undvik. Bear School. That's where Ceres is gone. Wolf School. Bear School. Griffin. Wolf School. Cat. Ina. Look for Hammond. And Cat School. So plenty of places to go. I think we can fast travel to those places as well, it seems, so we can just skip across. We don't have to take the boat. So I think the first thing that we want to do is down in the port of Kaer Trolde, and we'll do this one here. Okay, what do we have here? Do we have anybody important? Scribe.
Master.
Over here. File.
Keep together!
Oh. Oh, we stole from them. That's not good. We're gonna have to load. Let's load up again. Okay. That was a mistake.
Wembley.
So where does this take us? Oh, this is the feast hall.
You're drunk as a sea swine.
Got to kill Donar.
Why? Wherefore?
Can't remember. But I know he deserved it. I gotta kill him. This here's a calm village.
Gator.
I'll get his wife too.
His wife is dead.
Any news of Yalva?
None, your.
Damn it.
Well, looks like most of them are wasted at this point. Freya, priestess.
Pray with me.
No, I think I'll pass on that.
Before the goddess.
Javor will never be king.
Madman
Gods have
Lugos.
cursed the lands of God creates.
You don't believe in the gods?
Okay, so there's a place out there. Maybe we can. Can we get to there through here?
It's I engraved it. We'll melt this blade and forge it again. A sword for cutting, not looking pretty.
Can we get up there from here? I don't think we're going to be able to get up there, unfortunately.
Friends,
Do we get anything here we can sell? Oh, we can sell all that terrible clothes we're wearing.
So you're back.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stuff.
Okay, let's sell this. And Gwen.
So long.
rocks never crumble.
Sharpen our tools. Upgrade our armor a bit. So there's something up there, but how do we get there? Let's see if we can get there through here. Maybe through here.
Supper knives are good for picking your teeth, Jack.
I could have married a continental man.
Who's this?
Yeah, that's some sort of someone's boudoir.
Shit to the front to my wit.
But look to them. And our hero fled so fast.
Is a bedroom of some sort?
me trusty axe.
Okay, so there's no way through there.
You're pale. You drink last night too?
May your axe never crumble.
A killer.
Did we come through here? Yeah. Okay, where does this head? Oh, that just goes through the other side.
Heed our ways, Drifter.
Where does this go? It's locked. And there's no way around here,
Last
is
night
there?
was oof.
I think we have to get into that Ermion's secret place to get around the side there, so we won't worry about that. There he is. We can just fast travel, I think, down to town. That's probably the best.
These Morgan's birthday tomorrow. I'm no clue what
Maybe a nice little axe. Pretty little. Axe? Are you serious? Why not? I'd like it.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
What's this place down here? It's locked. Nothing in here.
The lift got stuck yesterday. Kjeld hung there half a day before they got him down.
Oh, what's this?
Said only a fool would hang himself in midair in a wooden box.
Sail in the sea in a wooden box. That's wise.
You fall off a ship, you can always
You're pale.
fall
You
off
drink
the
last
lift.
night too?
On the slip is the
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
Oh, we can go straight down to town through here. Interesting. Nothing here.
Let me hold your sword.
Okay, we've got our stash in the inn.
I heard Grey Inga augurs your son's future.
Aye, threw his umbilical in the water, and it coiled into the shape of a snake. Do you know that? Fisher. But ain't nothing like a good man.
Okay, put some of that away. Anything else we can put away? These things, we don't need them anymore. We're not meeting her there. We gotta go here. Ask around the port in about Undvik. So who are we talking to?
What's your step?
Axel.
What do you want?
I'm looking for people from Undvik.
They're dead.
See now, I heard many survived.
Stubborn, get your... What do you want to know?
You there when the giant attacked?
Aye, I was. One of the Jarl's personal guards. I failed him. Led no credence to what the priestesses said, that we'd be punished for robbing the earth of iron, forging it into blades that men kill one another with, that Freya would punish us. Perhaps they spoke the truth.
Jarl of Undvik. Tell me about his death.
Jarl Harald Houndsnout. His whole crew died that night. Wilmar, Wilfred, and Wilhelm. I reached them too late. Saw the giant dash Wilmar against a rock. He fell right beside me. All his bones broke, wriggling like a salmon on the sand.
Harold was dead by then?
What? No, Jarl fought like a bear. Slicing and dodging and hollering, then slicing again. Couldn't save himself, though.
How did you manage to survive?
First I heard the giant growl to those flying sirens. Damn me if he weren't giving them orders.
Under stress, men see all kinds of things.
I know what I saw. Rushed to help the Jarl, but one of the cunts sunk her talons in me, lifting me up. Tried to take me to their nest. Pecked me apart, I reckon. But I broke loose of her grip. Plummeted from quite a height. Crashed hard, couldn't stand. Last thing I saw, swarm of sirens swooping down on the Jarl, thrashing round him. He yipped, he yelped, he screamed, he hollered. Then silence. The men escorting the women and the children to the ships took my unconscious flesh away and brought me to Ard Skellig.
I should go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Survivor, barmaid. What'll it be? Captive.
I know your kind.
Bard here. Skellige. I think that's the guy we need to talk to. These guys are just general guys. Oh, here we go. Tante.
I'm looking for men from Undvik.
Javor's from the Isle, and I once cut those waters with nary a rest. Could trace you the shoreline in my sleep. A lovely excursion, if not for the bloody sirens.
I'm the one to ask. Me or Axel and Tartarol. He's over there. What can a bloke from Ard Skellig know about Undvik?
Heard you trilling a different tune when Hjalmar was gathering his crew. Your love for the Ancrate fade that quick.
That doesn't mind Dan Dyer.
Javor's from there, or so he claims. And you seem to know these waters. Why didn't you sail with Hjalmar?
Because that kind of expedition needs a true leader. And a whelp looking to collect bumps on his skull could only be its doom. Once
You'd rather sit in your arse nose in the air, you Zarakinian princess. Brave lad comes along. You sail with him. I'd have sailed with Hjalmar if only those seahorses hadn't banjaxed my knee. Would have sailed instead of sharing a table with a grumpy barnacle like you.
You'd sail with anyone who'd let you aboard. Crack's daughter included.
You mentioned sirens. Many on Undvik?
So many. More on the other as.
Bollocks.
Once they attacked Lars and me when we were fishing. Before we could drive him off, they pulled Lars in the water and scratched me up so bad that... Oi!
Drive away the sirens? How's that work?
Ha! Plain to see you're no islander. With a Hornwall's horn. One toot, and they plough and scurry off so quick the waves rock your boat.
Need to get to Undvik.
Another thrill seeker. Well then, listen close, lest ye end in a watery grave. Sail out of port and head southwest. Watch for rocks protruding like pricks out of the water. You'll have to do some tricky tacking to get past them. Some of them shorter, just below the surface, so careful not to scrape right over them. They breach your hull, you're done for. Cause just a few minutes in that icy water makes a corpse. One time I remember...
Stick to the point.
Oh, fine. Watch for the currents, cause they can drag you off course. Dash against the rocks even. With a bit of luck, you'll land on the same beach where Hjalmar landed.
Nice talking to you, but time I was on my way. So long.
Fair winds to you.
Every man on the continent's so bloodless.
So we spoke to Axel, spoke to Tante, and this is Javor.
Wind blew you in again, eh?
Nice talking to you.
Okay, I can't
Time I was
talk
on
to...
my way. So long.
Fair winds to you.
I can't talk to Javor, it seems. No. Okay.
Nice talking.
Fair winds.
Interesting. Well, we've done that anyway, so we need to sail now. What's the next place to check about here? What do we have in terms of... we've got 2 lesser mutagens.
But I prefer me trusty axe.
Got me eye on you.
Herbalist, we don't need to see him.
Don't eat so much blood. Why the spit not? Because if you get hit in the gut and those herrings get tangled in your entrails, there'll be no...
Okay.
Rurik, right? Heard you were on a boat the drowners attacked.
Aye, I was. With Ulf, my cousin, gathering our crab traps off the Kaer cliffs. Ulf was pulling up a line, having a hard time of it. You know, grand, I thought. Cage has got to be full, it'll be a good haul. Then something tugged back and down. Weren't a blink and Ulf was underwater. Called after him once, twice, thrice. Then the water went red with blood. And I smelled something horrid. Rotten, but worse. And the Muire Diablin flipped the boat. Don't even know how I made it ashore. Must have had Freyr watching over me.
That, or the monsters had eaten their fill. Thanks for the story.
Ooh.
Are you Tove? I was told drowners killed your husband.
Then you were told right. First the sea took my son, and now me man. I'm the only one left. Chavilla, our son, he went out fishing and didn't come back. My man would walk out to the Kaer cliffs every day to watch for his boat. I told him he cannot bring him back to life, and that he could die himself. We'd heard about drowners, but he couldn't sit still. Donned his old coat and went. One night, he didn't come home. I fetched me brother, grabbed a torch, and we went looking for him. The Muire Diablin, sea fiends. They'd clawed him so bad, I only knew him by his coat.
Small comfort, I know. But the drowner problem will soon end. I promise you that. Farewell.
Okay, so we've got over here. Also, we've got a couple of spots to check. So we might as well do that. We've also got a quest over here.
someone
Hey,
to the next life. He was breaking black cat necks yesterday.
You ain't from Nilfgaard, are yous? We serve her who was burden, mother and crone.
Okay, so it wants us to go over this way. I wonder what's up the top here.
Let's go.
Who's this?
I'm busy.
Shield Maiden.
Vagrant.
Vagrant? Here we go.
That stench. Drowners for sure. Lair must be nearby.
Oh, there's some sort of a cave here. Ah.
Again. Slime and rotting flesh.
The cat school. Which is tea.
More drowners. Damn, you're ugly.
We've got 2 pathways to go.
A pelvis. Scratched up. Long, wide claw marks.
Okay, so this heads to the entrance. Okay.
A monster's lair. Bruises on his neck, drowners, crushed larynx, strangled. Almost untouched. Hidden for later. Drowners just don't do that. Bruises on his neck, crushed larynx, strangled. Bits of boats, torn sails, lines. Sailing decor, you could call it. That stench, the marks on the bodies. This must be a water hag's lair. Got a keen sense of smell. She won't come back while I'm here. Unless she coexists with drowners. Maybe I could make an extract from their glands cover up my scent.
How do we do that? Is this just drowner pheromones? Is that all we need to use? Quest short lure. No, I don't think we need that. So what do we need? Prepare a potion using drowner pheromones. Got 2 greater reds. Is that right? Oh, Rubido. And we can make reds out of greens and blues. Ah, I see. Oh, we can make Rubido. So all we need is some more white gull. I think we can make white gull, can't we? Look at this. Ah, very nice. So Rubido, we need white gull. Okay, and then we can make greater reds. Missing blow ball. We can still make some out of these. Okay. That's interesting. So now we have how many? We got 8 more greater reds. How many do we need for the level? We're gonna need 2 for that and 3 for that. So we've got a okay, awesome. Excellent. Let's try Drowner pheromones.
That should do it. Now for a place to hide and wait behind those boats.
Kaer. Bag trophy. Okay, let's make sure. I don't really like this auto. Oh, we got Water Hag, Noon Wraith. It's the same, so that's fine. Not much else there. Okay, so we've checked that spot. I don't. Is that all there was? Just that bit here. Let's see. Okay, not much else there. That's how we came in with the water. So we're going to exit out through here, I think. Oh. Oh, this is where we shipwrecked. I see. So, we got anything else close nearby? We've got that quest over there. Roaches all the way over there. Okay, let's try and check out what's at the top of that hill.
Go, go.
Oh, can we go up this way?
How you like that silver?
Okay, wolves. We're going to avoid the wolves. Whoops. Eternal Fire Executioner's Armor. Okay. We'll head across to there and get that mission.
That's it, Roach.
Druids warned us it would pour.
Who's this
Another
guy?
one stricken come to see the goods. Most humbly beg your pardon, but I'm in quite a predicament. See, I'm a wandering juggler from occupied Temeria and...
Temeria? You sure? Not Novigrad?
What? Why Novigrad? No, I come from Maribor and...
You're not cut out for this line of work. Memory's too short. See, we've met. But you were a respected Novigrad merchant who wanted desperately to get home.
Oh, but I assure you, all right, you got me. I know this all looks bad, but I swear I'll pay you back, mate. All of it, with interest. Just, please, don't take me to the yard.
Definitely won't get my coin back if I turn you in. But try to cheat me again, and I'll find you. I'll find you and I'll...
Yeah, I ain't lying. Besides, you can go to the Jarl any time you want.
Then I expect to see you later.
Yeah.
This blade's not worth shite if a weak arm
Why have I got my sword?
Rain Ragnarok itself upon us.
Druids warned us it would pour. Boots are fucking soaked.
Okay. Where do we want to go? Maybe we should just head inwards. We can just go here first. Oh, here we go. Some boys here. Ah, 50 crowns, thank you very much.
Maybe they got lost.
They've been hauling lumber along this road for 20 years. And you think they got lost?
Maybe Dryads captured them.
Okay, we've got a merchant. I think we can also take pretty much everything from here.
You're a fool. No, they do
Without causing any problems.
Got us. Then weave our entrails over.
What brings it to me?
Wouldn't mind a look at your wares.
Let's see what he's got. Oh, he's got a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so what are we looking for? Ruby dust, I think we want. We want that. We can sell him this stuff. Gotten Rand sword, which is critical hit damage, pretty low, 800. Okay, so we can buy a few more things. What was the other thing we needed? We don't actually need anything, I don't think. Powdered pearl. We can grab some of that. What else? Rubies? Flawless ruby. And we can sell him the swords then. And the runes. And the basic repair kits. What else we got? Glyph we don't need. We can sell him the extra trophy. What else can we sell him? Dimeridium more? Maybe? I don't think we need much of that. Definitely the dark iron ore. Definitely some timber. We don't need that. Fuse shards. Hardened leather. Yep. I don't think any of these we need.
Farewell.
Sparks glistening. Ancient
Okay.
runes in the blade. Listening. Nah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hey-ya.
Thief's Journal. Brinold, fat as a seal for winter you are, with a maw that reeks like a cesspit, but your head brilliant. Making a mould of the key with a lump of clay, damned clever. Can't believe I didn't think of myself. I strolled right into the armory after dark. Kilu was lying there right where you said, in a case, wrapped in oilcloth. What a blade! Fits your hand like a toothsome lass's tit. Points sharp as a needle, hilts set with gems. Stared so hard I didn't hear that old Olaf coming. He would have caught me had he not tripped and smacked his gob on the ground. Seems the gods are looking after us. So now we've got to sell the blade, and that won't be easy. Not many got that kind of coin, and them who do don't want to cross crack. Luckily, my brother Yujan knows a merchant, fellow named Gimir, who always finds willing buyers for second-hand goods. They're going to meet in the old fortress near Fayrlund. Maybe there they'll make a deal with Lugos. He's got heaps of gold and not a drop of fear for an uncrate. Cheers to you, old goat. Sveinar. Big hide. File. Some useful bits and pieces. Okay, so track down the thieves at the old fort. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest up here. Oh, settle down, Roach. Where is it? The old fort. Oh wow. It's all the way there. So what we may do, we'll go to Rannvaig, go to the notice board, check out what's going on there. And then we'll talk to these people, do those Witcher diagrams, do that Witcher diagram, go to this town, notice board, and then there. So just straight down south. Let's put a marker. We need to get across to that road to the right. Come on.
Slow now.
And then I think we need to go through
Come
here,
on
do we?
now.
We need to go around to the right. Yep. Okay. Oh, watch out, little fella.
Well, my dad's
Another one stricken up to see the goods.
Down through here. Yep. What do we have here? Looks like we've got a horse race going on.
You've come a long way.
Slower.
Notice board.
Remember last watch your step.
Okay, notice board. Punishment for Beata. Beata, Ashbjorn's daughter, was hiding a Nilfgaardian castaway in her house. The Black One was killed on the spot and thrown into the sea, and Beata will pay a fine in silver. Remember that whoever helps an enemy on the Isles incurs the wrath of gods and is shamed. The white whale is mine. If you see a white whale in this area, let it swim on. It's mine. If anyone catches it before me, Freya will be my witness. I will stab that wretch to death with my harpoon. Ismail. Okay? The patricide's execution. Ottar the Bold was pronounced guilty of murdering his own father by the Council of Elders. He will be punished as the laws demand for such a crime. He will be burnt with fire, then flayed, then sewn in a sack together with a cat, a dog, and a snake. And finally the sack will be thrown into the sea. Interesting. Cunning man wanted, good folk. In order to avoid the being enchanted by the siren's call, I stuffed my ears full of beeswax. It worked. But now I can't get rid of that stuff. Anyone know a man skilled in mystical healing who could help me out? Ravno. Nithing. I'm asking for help from anyone who can give it. Someone has cast a cruel and treacherous curse on my line for which I cannot find a remedy. If you're skilled in undoing such charms, or even if you have heard of the unworthy cunning man or palla who has such a gift, seek me out in my house near Rannvaig and rescue me from this misfortune. I shan't spare the coin in response. Lothar. Okay. Contract missing son. Be ye a Skellige or continent man, read attentively and to the very end. My son Olver, he went off to seek adventure and never returned. So I'm asking all travellers to keep their eyes out for him, and if you bring him back and find out what's happened to him, I'll pay a generous reward and keep you in my prayers to Freya. Odin of Rannvaig. Okay. Okay, it looks like we've got a race here. Who's the...
Remember last year? Yov and his horse flying right off
there
that
he is.
cliff.
Ah, it's you. First Outlander to seek a place in the hero's pursuits. Will you ride here too? There's room for you if you want.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, I'll ride. Might even win.
If your arse is as tough as your talk, who knows? Listen up, folks! Race is about to start! Running for the glory, the great mum or Speedy Oswald, Lonely Boy Svan, and Geralt of Rivia!
Geralt of Rivia.
Up your bridles and hang on to your saddles! Ride on!
Giddy up.
Oh shit.
Keep your distance, vagrant.
I follow the quest line. Come on. Let's catch up to this guy.
No one can outrace Speedy Oswald!
Keep your distance, vagrant.
No one can outrace Speedy Oswald!
Hey. We made it all the way.
Just as you said it would be. You won. Glory's yours, as is the prize.
Nice. Where did we end up? Ah, same spot. Oh, we have an alchemist in here.
I recognize your type a mile away.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Mind if I have a look at your herbs?
What does she have? Not much, I'm afraid. I don't think. Water essence, lunar shards, elemental essence, winestone. Is there anything we can sell? Probably get rid of some of that. Harpy feathers. Get some of these guys. Yep, it's fine.
See ya.
Fare thee well.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm afraid we shan't see him again.
Why are you talking like that?
Sturdy. Be louder. Gotta run back to the village at once.
Why is that, Grandpa?
Someone might have been.
All right.
Crimes there, perhaps. Kind that would swallow kids like you.
No.
No, sorry.
Barely open from the inside, like this.
Oh. Where did we say we're going to go? We're going to go do this one. And then we're going to do there. Yeah, okay. We just passed them. Okay. Let's...
Run, Roach.
Let's head back.
Not so fast, Roach.
Leave Roach by the signpost. Here he is.
You, Odin?
I am. Hear about me, sonny?
Let's talk about my reward first.
273. Okay, that's decent.
Have mercy on an old man. Drop your price a few crowns.
Wow, really?
It's a lot. I need to borrow from kin, but you have it. Won't spare no coin for me boy.
Okay, sounds good.
Where should I look for your son?
East of here, midst the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some rogues from Fayrlund. Met him at the tavern. They filled his head with nonsense about some treasure. I said, Sonny, Fayrlund folk are lawyers to a man. You shouldn't fraternize with them. But he knew better.
How'll I recognize him? All I know is he doesn't listen to his father. Pretty typical for his age.
His name's Undvik, a cheerful lad. A bit of a lisp. Nothing special about his looks. Except last I saw him, he was wearing a yellow tunic. Lovely. None other like it in the village. Got it from me a year back, on his birthday.
That ought to do it. I'll look around. No promises, though.
Okay. So, the next place we need to look Let's talk to the Lothar.
Run, Roach. Take it easy.
Oh, here he is.
Mind if I interrupt?
Nay. My prayers are in vain anyways.
Here you're having trouble with a curse.
I am. Look, see it lying there. The horse head on the pole. That's...
A Nithing. Kind of curse. Seen this before. They're nothing to scoff at. Can bring misfortune, even death.
Aye, and the name carved upon it is Tialva, my firstborn. Boy's feverish, grows weaker by the day. I fear I'll bury him before the next moon. Tried to lift the curse myself, but no luck.
I can help you, one of two ways. First, I can try to convince whoever put up the Nithing to lift the curse themselves. Second, I can deflect the curse back on whoever cast it by writing their name on the shaft. Either way, need to know who's behind this.
But I don't trouble no one. Don't know a soul who'd wish it upon me.
Guess I gotta investigate.
Yeah, let's have a look.
A Nithing. A powerful curse. Name carved on the shaft. Tialva, son of Lothar. Trails fresh. Might want to look around some.
Oh.
What is this? Woman's shawl. Distinctive pattern. Distinctive smell.
Uh-oh. Seems to be in some sort of a... I can see where the scent is, but... Okay, let's have a look, see what we got. That one, let's load that one up.
What is this? Woman's shawl. Distinctive pattern. Distinctive smell.
Oh no, someone back in town.
Too many scents. Can't follow my nose any further. Need to ask around about the shawl.
What became of those nice Fayrlund lads who went treasure hunting in the ruins?
I don't know, but I'm afraid we shan't see him again.
Why are you talking like that?
Went down to the river to do my wash.
I'd cut his belly open
Road
from the
was
side
running red
like
with blood.
this, and then smack him in the head
What's going on
like
here?
this.
We should ask Freya to make it so.
Oh,
You're
who's
a witcher, right? Aye. What's it you need?
Any chance you know who wore this shawl?
Of course. Yona, our herbalist, lives there, in that hut. Oh, she'll be pleased you found it for her.
Yeah, real pleased.
Spoils from raids on the continent.
Found your shawl near Lothar's house. By the Nithing you put up there.
How did you know?
Had a hunch. Thanks for confirming it. You know Tjalva's got one foot in the grave.
Good. That bastard should never have been born. Me, I was to be Lothar's bride, but he cast me aside for that flounder. Getting his comeuppance now. Him and that whole ploughing family.
You'd kill a child out of jealousy? Are you serious?
Tis not jealousy, but dignity that matters here. 10 years we lived side by side. 10 years. I cooked for him, washed his breeches, shared me bed. And he abandoned me with nary a word. The whole village laughed. Stupid bint Yona let herself be had. No, I've not been had, nor have I forgot.
Want you to lift the curse. I mean it.
Fine, I'll do it. But I've my terms. Lothar's to renounce his son and come back to me.
I'll be sure to tell him. But I think we both know what his answer will be.
Okay. Back up we go.
So, you know who placed the Nithing?
Old friend of yours, Yona.
I might have guessed. Jealous bitch! Can't stand to see others happy. So, will she lift the curse?
Yeah, sure. All you gotta do is renounce your family and go back to her.
Nay, never! My wife, my son, I'd strip them of honor. Condemn them to poverty. You've got to break the spell, Witcher. Let her die!
Can't do that. Does that mean we? I don't want to kill anyone, but I want to solve the problem.
Can't do that. Yona doesn't deserve it.
And my son? Does he?
No, but he doesn't have to die. You have a choice.
All right. If it'll save Tjalva, I'll go back to the hussy. And you, best not see your face round here again.
Okay. Well, at least they're still alive. That's the main thing. Let's go here. The hero's pursuits. Oh, okay, so this is like another racing point.
Let's go.
Okay, this guy's got his pen and paper.
Svana let you join the pursuits, but have you truly the courage to run?
Let's do this.
Listen up, good folk. Riding for the glory of Modron Freya today are Geralt of Rivia, Arv Oarsman, and Red Ricka.
Red Ricka? She doesn't even have red hair.
Watch over you, or grant you a beautiful death.
Go on, Ricka! Show up!
There we go, that's how you do that.
Won't let you win, vagrants.
You ride like a woman.
Won't
You ride like a woman.
That was easy.
And the winner is Witcher Geralt of Rivia! Such a feat deserves a reward. Here, may it remind you of your glory.
Thank you. Okay, where to next? Talk to this guy over here. Zeracanian saddlebags. Okay, we've got a little town here, we've got a blacksmith. We've got a vendor. A little merchant. Who's this guy? Is he the blacksmith? No, he's not. This guy's the blacksmith.
From barrel hoops to blades, I've got it all. But I'm guessing you're more interested in blades.
Okay, another guy we can play Gwent with. Let's see if he's got any Gwent cards. These Skellige people have a lot more items in their inventory, I've noticed. We can sell that. No, we have to buy something. Should we buy ruby dust, I think? And we can sell all this stuff off. Does he take... Oh yeah, here we go. We don't need Zeracanian saddlebags, and we don't need the blinders. Okay, that'll do. Let's play some Gwent with him. See if we can get another card.
Let's play cards. Gwent wouldn't be bad.
Nilfgaardian Empire. We'll go with that. He's playing monsters. So we definitely need Scorch. Get rid of this guy. What do we got? We don't have any spy. What should we do? We've got a medic. Okay. We should be right. I've got a feeling his deck isn't going to be that strong. At least I hope that's the case. What should we do? Let's use Lethlo first. Oh, that's a decent monster card, that one. Imlerith as well. Here we go, Arrakis. How many cards do we pull? We pulled one from his extra thing. What's the best one to go with? Double strength, awesome. It doesn't really help us though, so I think I'm going to take her back, and then we're going to... He's passed. If I use Scorch, that'll drop him down to 48, and so we'll let him win the first round. He's passed, so what we can do is we're just going to do that. I'm going to win. Okay, keeps the card on board. We're going to... and we'll just pull one of these guys out just in case. Ooh. We have to use Scorch. If he puts down a stronger card, so if we put down Scorch, we gain 10. We either play this. What do we have in here? We've got another 6. Let's Scorch. It's probably the best. Our turn. We will. Okay, we probably should have waited. 34, but he only has one card left. We might be fine. Clear weather. Okay, let's see how we go. So that's 17, 22, 28, 32. God damn it. Okay, let's play him again.
Barrel hoops up, but I'm guessing you're more.
Let's play cards. Gwent wouldn't be bad.
We didn't get a Biting Frost card, which was harsh. And now we know he's got crones. It means we should wait for the crones. We got Scorch, we got Corn, that's probably a good thing. We got Dandelion. Do we need that? Yennefer, that's good. We got our that's okay. This is a bit better. Just a bit better. We need melee cards though. Because they don't get buffed from Dandelion. So we might have to get rid of Dandelion. Excellent. Double the strength. That's fine. Nice giant. I'm not worried about him. Werewolf. Leshen. Torrential Rain. We've got 3 medics, so we can play another one. Behemoth. Aha. Pass. Hopefully, oh, he's kept him. What we're going to have to do. He's passed. So, what are we going to do? What have we got? We've got. Okay, so we can take 1 back in to win the round. Five is all we need. That's fine. So now we win the round. Okay, he's kept that guy there. Gonna scorch that. Friends. 18. We're going to use this ability and we're going to get the card back. This might have been a mistake. We probably should have waited for him to get the crones, but that shouldn't affect us too much. Biting Frost, that's all we needed. And Scorch. Clear Weather he's played. And the good thing about the Biting Frost Scorch combo is that it gets rid of all of them. And he's played his Scorch card, so all we need to do is play this guy and play the Siege. And we're done. Excellent. What card do we get? Okay. It wasn't one of them, it must be a monster. There we go, and we've got Ilmareth as well. Imlareth. So for the monsters, we could probably get rid of get rid of this guy. Bring in more in. What does the Harpy do? Nothing. Very poor card. Double Scorch. We only need one clear weather. Take one Biting Frost. Actually, we don't want Biting Frost as monsters. You want something. What does this leader do? Restore a card from discard pile to your hand. Discard 2 cards and draw 1 card of your choice from your deck. Double the strength close combat units. Probably that one. I think that's the strongest one, isn't it? Keep that one at the moment. You don't have spies at all, I don't think, as monsters. Interesting. It's all you want. Actually, I think you want double clear weather. That's what you want as monsters, maybe. Okay, so that's where I'll leave the episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.